fucking super loud because I might be fucking super loud.
Excuse me.
All right, well, let's stab motherfucker.
Okay, you miss.
What?
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 He has a higher AC than you, bitch.
What?
Yeah, I mean, so that means their AC is a 15 because
guess-
like you missed with a 14, but I hit with a 15, so their AC is a 15.
I guess the big thing here is that if you're gonna have a fucking dub stat of Constitution, you should probably take fucking Dexterity as your primary.
Nah, fam. That's
Nah,
not how that
fam.
works.
We don't know how this works.
Jesus.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
yes, you
I mean,
miss.
dexterity is my well, secondary. I still get a +3. It's a 16 where my strength is.
Wait, what kind of armor are you wearing then?
Leather.
Leather.
Oh, Hmm.
Leather.
all right.
I am wearing a modified dress.
Yes, you are. It's a very nice silk dress.
I mean, I do plan to eventually upgrade. I just haven't had the
We're
opportunity.
level 1 adventurers.
Well, level 2
Level
now,
2
right?
now.
yeah, right. Level 2 now, but still, like first time adventurers. Here we go, boys. All right, are you done?
I mean, that's all I got. I'm gonna
Alright.
stand my ground. You told me to hold this corridor. My back's against the wall.
20, 25. Okay. Now I'm faced with a choice because 15 feet. I can move
You moved
forward.
out of his threatening range, didn't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Go ahead, and make your attack of opportunity. I don't give a fuck.
It missed anyways.
Okay, like you could hit me all day. I don't actually care.
Do you want to move the turn order?
Oh yeah, move the turn order. Cause yeah. So I'm faced with a choice. I could either javelin this motherfucker, or I can move forward one, breath weapon, and pray that the damage wakes him up.
I mean, I'm still at 20 life. My physical form still has 20 life for starters.
Dude, we're doing it.
You're gonna do that?
Yep, we're doing it. Breath weapon. Here we go, boys.
Okay. Go
Let
right
me
ahead.
let me pop up this breath weapon real quick.
I got 20 health. I can take a bit of a hit now. Actually,
12
if that's a
save.
Constitution save, I still get to make a check to see because
Yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
it's only Dex and what is it, Strength? I think.
It's yeah, Dex and Strength saves.
Yeah,
that you
so I
auto.
do get to. I don't make that though.
7 damage.
This one doesn't either. It makes a critical fail.
Okay, 7 damage.
7 damage. Chris, as you are grappled by this dragon, you're just beating the shit out of its face. Instantly feel a terrible cold just frost over your body, and you have no idea where it came from, but it hurts like hell inside your dream. And you take 7 points of cold damage, and you're still unconscious.
Fucking Christ.
That backfired.
That backfired horribly. I'm just gonna have to cut this thing off his face.
Cap.
I mean, you still have not tried to actually just pull it off. You've only tried to beat it off.
His face. I'm gonna pull it off his face.
But you just made an attack, didn't you?
Oh, that's true. Yep,
Yeah.
That's true. Yep, that was my action, 100%.
Well, good thing you
So,
got rid of that one then.
Well, I roll with advantage because I'm raging, so it doesn't
Oh.
matter. Yeah.
You can toggle the advantage roll.
I know. I just.
I mean,
don't.
he was the one that taught me about that, so he
Yeah,
should know.
I just don't half the time because I'm just like clicking it twice is faster.
So that's where you're
No,
standing?
that was my movement and my action, so that's all I can do.
All right, Chris. As you have just now been blasted with...
Oh, that thing's still not dead though.
No, it's not.
Oh, rip. Okay.
You're the first one to do damage to it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
I hit it with acid. It took 3 acid damage.
No, this is the one that you did acid damage to.
No. Was that one right here?
No. The one in the... Oh, yeah, that
here,
was the
the
one...
starting one. The one that was ever started here. I
Yes,
hit
that
that
one.
one.
It's the same one.
Oh,
So
okay.
this one.
You did both of that to it. So
Okay.
you've done 4 points of damage to it with acid.
Okay, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay, that one's
So
just
this
okay. I'll
one
just
is
have to
just
kill it
finally
later.
taken 7 points of
Cold
freezing
damage.
damage.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Chris,
it.
it's your turn. You are still grappled by this dragon.
Dasmit smash face? Question mark. Dasmit beat with hammer. Dasmit
Beat with
hit,
hammer?
hit strike for
Uh,
13.
You actually do hit this thing. It's decently sized. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to miss.
I'm also like literally point blank with the dude. Like I'm literally just like basically wailing on this guy as he's got me, this dragon as he's got me held.
Gunk, gunk.
You do 4 more bludgeoning damage to its face, and it is pissed. It is ragingly upset with you. As it turns with you in its claws, and it pulls back and attempts to throw you in the general direction of the guy sitting in the throne. So I will have him make a
Bruh, it's gonna be
strength-
the fastball special.
Oh my
It's gonna be the fastball special.
He rolled a 19. Just natural 19. Okay. He literally does like a fastball special. He takes you and he, with all of his strength, throws you in the direction of the giant hero that has been mocking you this whole entire time.
Can I? Do I get a save against like being thrown of any kind? Because I am. It's not like I'm unconscious here.
You're not. I will let you attempt a acrobatics check to attempt to, as you are coming. I mean, you're directly coming at him.
Okay.
So I will let you try to do an acrobatics check to try to avoid him or jump around him or do something of your choice.
What would it take to use my acrobatics check to try to like hit him with a flying kick or with my hammer in flight?
You'd need to do a acrobatics check to do that, but you could, yeah.
Okay.
Try to hit him with
Oh,
the hammer.
that's what I'm going to attempt. I like as a fallback. Like if I can see that if I'm obviously missing as far as like the acrobatics go, I'm also gonna just try to land as well, and not like face
Oh
plant.
shit! How do I get better TT?
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
That's a thing. Yeah,
Now that
you
isn't a
can
crit
roll-
fail. I rolled a 2. I just got a
you rolled
-1.
too.
And it's a
It's
skill
not
check, so I
-1.
can't crit fail anyway. But
Yeah,
Make-
but you
make
could have rolled a
a-
0. That's hilarious.
Make a dex save to try to avoid him.
Monka S. Why does Monka S not work
Yeah,
in my
you
chat? Rip.
you come flying at him.
you have to
and
add it to
try
your own
s-
chat.
Oh.
Here, I'll show you where to do it. Give me a second.
I was
All right. Anyway,
If you go to betterttv.net/emotes,
oh okay. I'll have to go
you
do
can
that.
add up to 5 shared emotes.
Okay, cool.
Chris,
can
as
add-
you come flying at this guy, you try swinging at his face, and he laughingly looks at you and goes, "Oh, that's cute," and grapples you,
You're cute.
grabs a hold of your armor, and pulls you into him. He did make a strength save of a 18, and he pulls you in face to face in your face and looks at you and goes, "Now this will be fun," as he just holds you there, which will end your turn.
Okay.
Just straight up kiss him. He'll let go.
Okay, that is the end of Chris's turn. The enemies now. This one continues to drag Chris away from Darian,
Never. I shall chase it to the ends of the earth.
and it begins fiddling with the wall.
You
in
you could
front of him.
grapple it as it's grappling me.
This one charges at you, Darian, and takes a swing.
Yep.
11 does not hit.
Nope, it does not.
This one in front of you, Connor, takes a swing at you. Does a 15 hit
Yes.
for 2 points of damage. Bludgeoning. That hurts.
What's with all you all getting all these 1, 2s, and 3 points of hit, but yet I'm getting hit for 5 to 7.
Because you're
Look,
getting
you know
hit
what?
more often than we are, because your AC is not very high.
Look, even
My
I
AC
do.
isn't that high either, but I'm
This
used to
is
being
a
in the back.
14 hit you.
Yes.
Okay. 4 points.
Damn.
Of
Case in point.
slashing damage.
Sam's going down.
No, I'm at 3.
Do you have a ranged weapon of any kind?
Yes, but I'm currently locked in combat with somebody.
So take the disengage action, get out of ranged combat with or melee combat with them, and start kiting with whatever ranged weapon you have in the next turn. You won't do damage for a turn, but you also won't die because guess what? I can't fucking save you if I'm incapacitated.
Yes, but right now, if I try to move away from this guy, he's going to get an attack. of
No,
opportunity,
that's what the
which-
disengage action
So
is.
disengage. You use your entire action, meaning your movement, your bonus, your reaction, and
No,
your
no, 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 no,
fucking
no, no, no.
action.
That is not what a disengage action is. A disengage action is literally just your movement does not incur attacks of opportunity for
Your
this turn.
movement doesn't provide.
You can
attacks
still
of
take
opportunity
bonus
the rest of the turn.
actions. You can still take reactions. You can. It's just an action.
Disengage. Yeah, if you take the disengage action, your movement doesn't provoke an attack.
Yeah. So
opportunity
disengage.
attack.
So disengage. Your movement doesn't provoke attacks of opportunities this turn, and it is an action in combat. So it takes just an action, just
So
like an
yeah,
attack, just
so-
like casting a
Coming in
spell.
and leaving.
Yes, he does.
I don't hear that.
Okay, so that is the end of their turn.
So-
It is now RJ's.
Okay. Who keeps joining and leaving? Stop it.
I
That's
think
Clay.
Clay.
I think it's.
I don't hear that.
I do.
Well, you don't have fucking. I thought you didn't have that on.
No, I do.
Oh.
Yeah.
Get the one that's hitting Chris, if you can see it.
I can't see.
No, just
So,
Wait, I can see.
free yourselves up.
is that-
Free
that's
yourselves up.
Chris, right?
so
Yeah,
we're
that's
playing
fair.
D&D right now. Why does it say Josh is playing League of Legends?
Because he's playing League of Legends, probably.
In Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in Natty.
Like
Okay,
he doesn't
so
have the
this is-
time to
this is
commit to a
Chris,
fucking
right?
4-hour game of D&D.
Hello.
No, that
My
ping
mic?
is Chris. That ping is
Yes.
Chris.
Yeah,
The
that was
unconscious
Chris.
character model there is me.
Okay.
Monka
Move in here
S.
and shoot. I don't get an attack of opportunity on that one though, do I?
No, because he's not threatening it.
I mean, if you can help kill this
So-
one that's
so
right in
you
front of
don't
me,
get-
I can just pull up my bow and shoot the one that's.
I think
that
what he's
has
asking is he
Chris.
doesn't
So
get he
this
doesn't
one
get
you don't
sneak
get
attack
advantage
because
on.
he wouldn't get advantage on it anyway, but he does
Yes,
he
he
would
does. If friendlies are
No, he
threatening
doesn't
it-
he does not get advantage for that. He gets sneak attack damage, but he does not get advantage.
Yeah. But like what I'm saying, it's combat advantage. So you don't get
Yeah.
combat advantage here, right? Because he's incapacitated, but you would here.
Right.
You also would wherever the fuck Sam
Yeah.
is engaging.
So that to clarify, unless you get advantage from something else, you're not getting an advantage on those things. You're just getting your sneak attack bonus.
So I don't get advantage here even.
No. You
Unless
don't get
you're
advantage. So the whole like flanking thing is like you just get sneak attack damage. Like getting advantage is its own thing. You don't get it at special cases where you get advantage where other people don't because you're a rogue unless you stealth. So and when you stealth, obviously they can't see you, so you get advantage.
Yeah.
And but there's a nice thing right here that provides lots of cover for you to hide behind in stealth. But then you can't see because you're probably too far away.
Right. So you can, but you will get sneak attack damage against like whatever
I
Sam
only
is
deal
fighting.
an extra D6 damage to a creature I hit with an attack if I have advantage on the attack roll.
Or if there's a creature that's not an enemy, a creature that is an enemy to the target that's
Don't
within
need
5
advantage.
feet of
Okay,
it.
yep. It's incapacitated.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
are.
But he's incapacitated, so he doesn't provide that for you. But me and Sam do, and I feel like the one that's fighting Sam down there is taking a lot more damage.
Okay. I'll have
Yeah,
to
just
move then.
just clear your side, and then I'll deal
Alright.
with whatever the fuck's up here.
I'll hit that guy.
Okay.
Maybe. Yep.
Yes, you do for 10 damage, and he's dead.
There you
2
go.
kills.
Cleared your
It's alright.
side.
I'll dash up to here.
In melee combat? Okay, we're
Yeah,
doing it. We're
take
doing
one
it,
for the
boys.
team.
I mean, he's got me grappled, so unless he's got a free hand, I mean, he might be grappled me with only one hand, but
Yeah, he does. He's
Okay.
fiddling with the wall with the other hand.
okay. If he doesn't have a
So
weapon,
it's so it's not like he can attack.
But
you
he
also
can.
don't get the you won't get the sneak attack from your own being in presence. So
I was just gonna grapple him.
oh, okay.
Can I do a dex grapple? Right?
No, you grapple with athletics. You oppose a grapple with either athletics or acrobatics.
All right.
So
well,
Connor's
see how
doing
this goes.
something.
Yes,
I'm
it's
attacking
Connors.
him
All right.
with my dagger.
Oh my god,
You
Monka
missed.
S. Monka S. I have to save the fucking sorcerer.
Yes, you do miss. Will you do anything else?
Oh my god, this went to shit.
Why
Okay.
are our battle lines all fucked up?
All right, Sam.
Because
it's
we
your turn.
split the fuck up like right as soon as combat started. Like everybody started scattering in different directions to go seek out enemies instead of bunkering down in this room where we had like home turf.
I was just
Basically,
backing away because I went to go help you.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about our samurai and our
I
the
was
people
listening
over
to what
here.
the barbarian
No,
told me to do.
I said go hold this corner, which he did, which is a good idea because the enemies can only come through here, right? And the enemies can't come this direction. And then
So-
you were like, and then I went over here to hold enemies that are coming from this direction because they can only come from this direction until they decided, hey, I'm gonna fall from a 30-foot surface here.
Well, like why couldn't you have held that corner from here and here?
I can hit him from here, right?
No.
Can you see him? Oh, with the
Uh,
pike? Yeah, it's 10 feet of range.
Wait, what square is he on? This square, or is he on this square?
He's on. So yeah, Sam, you'll have to move forward one.
Yeah, because it's center to center, or so like that's 15 feet.
Okay,
So
there
you
go.
need to go.
Oh, yeah,
10
I can
feet.
see the ghosty goose.
Yeah, you don't hit him.
Yeah, we don't have
While he's
it. D&D
distracted-
center to center for this stuff, not edge to edge.
Sam, while he's fiddling with the wall and holding Chris, you just fly that pike right past his head, and he's still just doing what he's
Yeah,
doing.
this is the kind of D&D I'm used to where all my rolls are shit.
Yes.
Absolute fucking hot garbage.
All right,
Then I'm going
Darian.
to. Oh, I still got my move.
Step the fuck back.
Oh shit! You can get your dashboard on your phone now too.
Yeah, I'm using dashboard on my phone.
You'll only be able to
Difficult.
move.
You know what?
Uh,
Well, get
20
the fuck
feet.
off with that.
Oh well, that might be if you're using your chat on your phone. That's why you don't get better Twitch TV modes for starters.
Yeah,
'cause-
well, I don't see them.
Yeah, you can't see them on your phone.
look right
'cause
there.
That's
That
up-
way I can still at least see him.
All right. Oh, sorry, Darian. It's your turn.
Yeah,
Alright, hit
that's
the
fine.
turn on
Yeah,
accident.
that's fine. So this bitch near me is gonna get cleaved in half.
Okay. You do.
That's
cleave-
15 damage.
You cleave him right in half. As he
Um,
falls to the ground dead.
30 feet of movements to here.
Darian, it's fine. I have 2 spells that give me additional AC.
Yeah, but they go before you, and you've taken what, like 2
Their
and.
reaction.
Switching.
Okay.
I have it as a reaction. Don't worry.
Everything out frontliners. Sorcerer.
You do whatever.
Save the
Blow your whistle.
squishies. Save the squishies. I have to save the squishies, but this is my partner in crime. But there are 2 fucking members of the team here with no other perceivable enemies over here. I'm gonna go save the squishy.
30
I'm
feet it
gonna-
is.
I'm going to go trust that they are going to be able to do that correctly.
Okay.
I think I was here. Yeah, that works. That works. All right, that's it. That's me. So
All right.
click.
Chris, you are now held by your armor. You're not entirely by him. You're just kind of held by your armor. You can attempt to like disengage from him or do something.
I mean, like I might as well just like beat him in the face. Like I've got nothing else to do but beat face right now. I'm kind of stuck in this dimension, and I don't see a way out of this dimension. So I'm just gonna keep hammering on shit until they're like, okay, I'm just gonna let you go back because I don't want this anymore. I'm gonna make them very, very much not like me being in this dimension with them.
Okay.
Beat face until it dies. Hit Mecha Hitler till he dies.
Mega Hitler. Yeah.
But what I am going to do is this turn, assuming that I am allowed to do so, I would like to attempt to, wait, is that oh, it's an attack, a ranged attack, and I can't. I would incur disadvantage because I'm in a melee with them. Fuck
Beat
this.
face with the +1 Warhammer.
I guess I'm just gonna beat face with the. I would like to. I was thinking about guiding bolting, but guiding bolt's a ranged attack spell.
Rip.
So yeah.
Beat face. Always beat face. Never.
Wait,
not
do
beat
ranged
face.
attacks get disadvantage within melee range? Is that what they are?
Yes, they do. It's you when an opponent is threatening you in melee combat, you get disadvantage on all ranged attacks.
which is which I guess makes sense
You're probably. I'm gonna double check with that one as well. So it's like,
because you don't want to get stabbed, so you gotta like avoid that shit, which is awful.
yeah, when you make a
Awful.
ranged attack with a weapon, a weapon, a spell, or other means, you have disadvantage on the attack roll if you are within 5 feet of a hostile creature who can see you and isn't incapacitated.
Yeah, seeing you is the trick there because you could just cast darkness on yourself and like if you could see through magical darkness, it's retarded.
Oh, that's something to keep in mind. Our Mr. Sorcerer is that yes, you can see through the magical darkness. Nobody else here can.
Yes, I know that. I know darkness does. Darkness is my friend.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
However, I can't just beat face. I can't beat face with the Warhammer. Warhammer 13. Why do I keep rolling below fucking 10? That's like the third time in a row I've rolled below a 10 on my fucking Warhammer.
That's like an 8 that you keep rolling, right?
Yeah, I keep rolling like 8s and
Same
9s.
as my rolls are below 50.
Chris,
But Darian, that's what I get.
Yeah, I know.
Chris, when you swing at him, he just lifts up his shoulder because you're trying to hit him in the face like you do. Because it's the most effective. He just
And I glance
lifts
off
up
his shoulder pauldrons.
and smack off the pauldron of his shoulder. And your hammer doesn't fly out of your hand, but it vibrates your arm pretty bad. It's very thick stuff. And he chuckles at you very loudly to just like annoy you. You are a feisty one. Let's see how far your feistiness goes.
Man,
As
I
he
ain't feisty. I'm bored.
As he leans over and goes, "Oh, bored. Well, we can fix that." As he pulls a very long, like a foot-long needle from the floor, covered in this black gooey stuff that you do recognize. And he begins to try to poke you in the eye with it.
Rip.
And he rolled a 17.
To hit,
attack.
Yeah, that hits.
And he pierces your eye with this long needle like goo, and it hurts. You feel it. Most definitely. Like this is your actual physical body. And you just start feeling this blackness cover your eye and part of your face. Like just a small segment around your eye socket begins to get covered with this blackness. And that's the end of your turn.
Rip. Rip.
Okay. That is the enemy's turn.
Mine's
The one after you, Connor, attacks you.
Okay, as a reaction, I cast Shield,
How much does that make your AC?
+5 to AC.
so it's an 18.
Oh, he rolled a 17. Darn.
God damn it.
The one trying to haul Chris up immediately drops him for whatever reason you don't know. But he just lets go of Chris as a free action and turns on you, RJ, and takes a swing at you.
Good shit.
But he rolled a 1, so it doesn't give a shit.
Doesn't even matter.
Bad shit.
RJ, it is your turn.
So
Stab
he
the
still
fuck out of him?
has Chris grappled, and what has he done to the wall? Anything? He was messing
He's-
with it, right?
He was messing with it, but you can't tell what he was doing. He let go of. He attempted to swing at you.
Oh, but so he had to let go of Chris to do that.
Yeah.
If you want, you could take the attack of opportunity and deal damage to your range.
Or you could just drop your bow and stab the shit out of him.
I'll
It's a free action for him to put his bow away.
Alright, that's what I meant. Like drop your bow. I mean stow it. Like it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Sheath it. Like however the fuck you want to say it. Drop your bow and like stab the shit out of him.
Yeah. I get it doesn't matter though. I don't do any more or less damage with my sword.
Right, but like you can't. If you attack him with a ranged weapon in melee, like
You
it's
get disadvantage. So you would net not have
Oh.
advantage because you have advantage versus disadvantage, which is
Alright.
nothing.
I'll just take out my short sword then.
Okay. Take a swing at him.
Sure thing, boss.
You do it for 8.
Wait, actually, he doesn't have. I don't think he has disadvantage because it's not conscious. Or is it conscious? Is it conscious?
it's
Oh, it's still
conscious.
conscious. Yeah. Then no, he doesn't get.
Yeah, he doesn't get advantage. for combat
Yes, you
advantage.
do 8 piercing damage, and you kill him instantly. Dead to rights.
Yep, because I fucking hit him with 7 cold damage earlier.
Huzzah.
Is that all you're gonna be doing?
There's nothing you can really do to interact with Wilson because
Where's
anything
the
interact
other
with him-
enemies at that we know about?
over here. Me.
If we, I mean, I'm gonna run towards the noise. Where
Yeah,
are
so
you?
it's-
North or
Here, I'm here this way.
okay?
So
I'll
you can
just,
see the pile of bones here.
Yep.
Just around this pile of bones here, and then you go this way, and there's an enemy.
Okay, I'll use dash.
Okay.
Oh wait, I did that wrong. I have to. Oh, wait.
Bonus
Oh,
action to
Oops.
and then 30 feet, or another 20 feet will put you like here.
And that's a good spot right there. You think?
Yeah, 20 feet right here is a good spot. Unless you want to go here. I see a ghosty goo.
All right.
Shelf into the dark. Can you see that monster?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is that the last one?
I
Yep.
think.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
That's it.
Now it is Connor's turn.
I am going to. Fuck it.
You're going to fucking. I had it ill-advised.
That's
Yes.
rape, and that's
Yes,
frowned
you
upon in
easily
most
missed.
cultures. Also,
Yes.
it might be necrophilia. We're not sure yet.
We're not sure. We're working on that.
Rape is illegal in most cultures, and necrophilia is frowned upon.
Necrophilia is a form of rape, which is also
but
illegal.
damn, these max
Dead
rolls,
bodies can't
the
consent.
Yes, you.
These max rolls on these daggers though.
Yeah, and
You're
then
doing
crap,
very well.
crap for fucking like attacks though. That's
Yes, you missed, Connor. Will you do anything else?
No,
It is Sam's turn.
go check on him. Make sure nothing else tries to grab him. Cough, cough, wink, wink. He's in range. Just go save him. Just stand next to him. Darian will probably be able to cleave it. I have a reaction of another shield. We're fine.
I don't know. This thing's dead. I'm going to unless I miss, which of course is always possible because I can always roll a 1. And if they have an attack, if they have an AC of 15, that means I have to roll a 9. to hit.
Fuck it. I'm gonna try and take this thing off of Wilson's head.
That
Okay, go right ahead.
athletics.
Yep, that would be an athletics check. Try to pull it off, or whatever you're gonna do. Yeah, dude, you get your fingers on the back of his head where it stopped moving, and you try to pull it, and you instantly slip right off this thing.
Cool.
Poor Chris lands right back on the floor. Kind of hard.
Thanks, Sam.
I mean, I'm now playing a sentry guard.
Okay. Darian.
Cleave
Your
this.
job.
Cut this bitch in half. Ooh, miss.
You miss.
Rolled a 6, boys. Rip.
for that attack. At this very moment, you guys hear a terrible scream like noise come from the last of these creatures that you
Okay.
and then you begin to hear the same echoing sound coming from the outside the fort. As
Rip.
you begin to hear more and more
Oh,
in
great.
tune
Awesome.
with this thing, and at the very edge of your vision, you can actually see 1 or 2 more fight from over in the very corners as they slump off the
Off
towards
the
you.
fuck.
Ah,
Balls.
god damn it.
I want to kill this thing and then secure our fucking cleric and get the
Run.
actual fuck out of here. Get the actual fuck out of here.
And as this is happening, Chris, you are still getting stuck in the eye by this very long needle. And you could feel it spreading You can attempt to rest free from him or do something.
I
face.
mean, I guess I might as well try to rest free from him. So athletics check. Oh, he has to oppose a 22.
Oh, you
He,
said that.
he actually rolls a 3. You successfully pull away from him as this needle exits your eye. You can still see out of the eye, but what you instead see out its right eye. And instead, what you see now is not blackness, but you look at him as if he is a very divine being that stands in front of you.
I worship no god but my own.
He's not a god.
I don't care how
He's not-
divine he is, unless he's a servant of Kalemvor, he is no servant or master of mine.
Just saying. That's how you.
Yeah.
That's how this eye sees him now. Being as you around, they all emanate the same type of aura that he does.
Oh, so I can see them better now. Good.
You can actually see better in the darkness. Not as well as Connor.
Yeah.
But you have better dark vision now with this right eye of yours. But it is painful. Like it is a burning sensation.
Is this going to
inside
be
your
something
skull.
permanent, or is this only for the duration of this?
This is gonna be permanent.
Rip.
So yeah, you have broken free, but you are standing on a throne, surrounded by a horde of these guys.
How much am I increasing my dark vision by?
You're increasing it by 20 feet.
Nice.
Here, I'll fix
Any
that.
other facts I should
You can, in a way, you can kind of feel them, feel the presence of them. You don't know how far you can feel them, but you can. Kind
do I
of
know what
feel
this guy's name is? Was that on the statue?
them. No, it was not. You know, you've heard of a great hero like him, that was his race, but you don't know his name.
Before I send, okay, so this is a verbalization. It's my turn, right? So before
Yeah, it's still
before
your
I
turn.
before I usher you to meet Kalemvor, I would like to know what your name is.
He leans back in his throne, scratching his face.
I mean, clearly you seem to be very important, at least to yourself. So surely you have a name that's important to you.
I will give you my name, but first I will ask yours.
I am Dasmet Onyx Eye, and I am a shepherd of my god Kalemvor.
Leans forward. I am Drax, the killer of men and the destroyer of your fate.
That's a bit presumptuous.
That's
Did you
what
say-
your other priest said 1,000.
Well, it's been
And I
1,000 years.
crushed them as
Shit has
well.
changed.
Just changed, fucker.
Welcome to the new world, bitch. That's not actually what I'm saying.
That's
I know,
exactly
I know.
what I would say.
Welcome to the real world, bitch.
Welcome to the real world, motherfucker. Let's go.
All right, I'll ask if there's anything else that corrupted eye deals with, but later. But for now, as long as that's all I'm really dealing with,
Yeah.
We
Whoa,
now
what the
must
hell?
purify
That
the
went
taint.
somewhere else.
must
Did
pray.
I fucking?
You must pray the gay away, Wilson.
Let's pray the gay away.
Hey now.
You see
Yeah,
Connor
rock
slowly move away.
All right. So I'm
Show
going to go
off.
ahead and am I no longer within melee range, or am I still within melee range of him?
You're still in melee range of him.
Fuck. I want to use guardian bolts. I want to do 46 radiant damage and then beat him in the face.
I mean, stick your hand out and do it point blank range to his face.
I can't. It's a ranged attack. If I do that, it's fucking disadvantaged. And I'm probably going to miss.
At least you don't proc opportunity attacks now.
That is true.
That
Because
is true.
Pathfinder and Starfighter are really like hardcore about that shit. Oh, you're gonna make a melee attack? You're gonna make a ranged attack in melee combat? Opportunity attack.
What's my? Okay. I guess I'll go ahead and try to hit him with my hammer again. Or I could just wait. So okay, so he's the closest one to me. Is there anything else that's like close by, or is it fairly open?
It's fairly open.
So, I guess I'll go ahead and try hitting him again. What's the worst that could happen?
You miss. That's the worst that can happen.
Well, that's
23. You do hit him.
it's probably not a hit,
for
not a miss. That's 9 bludgeoning damage.
bludgeoning damage. As he's sitting in his throne, you swing at his, and you smack his knee, and it hurts him. You could tell it visibly, like the smile, like grin that had on his face, kind of crumpled a little bit more into a sneer at you as he spits curses in a language you have no idea.
You are no divine being. Even you can die. And that's all I'm going to do for my turn.
Okay, that is your turn. It is the Forsaken, or the enemies. And as this is going on, you hear a yell coming from the entrance. And it is not part of the screams that are coming from the enemies. It is a actual human voice that you have not ever
There's
heard
some behind
before.
us too. Fuck.
Yeah.
The gods are smiling favor on me. Can you say the same about yours?
Currently, no. As you see a blow through the gate of this place, shining very brightly, by the way. All players can see. 180 feet. Save changes. And as this happens, she runs to the middle, and you watch this one that's engaging you, Darian, and flee in absolute fear of this bright light that she is carrying, and incurs attack of opportunity from both you and Darian.
Cut
cool.
this bitch in half. That's 12 damage.
Okay, Connor.
Give me a sec. Hey!
You actually hit. Connor coming in low to stab that thing in the knee to slow it down, and Darren, you just come through and decapitate it like on the chopping block, and it dies instantly in front of you. You guys all should be able to see the light.
Yeah,
correct?
we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
The others,
Yeah, I can technically.
Oh.
yeah, you'd be able to easily see.
Did you already
The
increase
other-
how much I can see?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Yep, I took care of that.
Thanks.
And all of the other creatures disappear. I mean, they immediately attempt to climb and crawl their way up the wall, which they do, to get away from this very bright, radiant light that is being emitted from this young woman. And she immediately runs to your side, Chris, looking at you, Darian. How long has this been attached to him?
Well, it's killed what, 4 of them, so 35, 40 seconds.
We must get it off. And she reaches into her pouch and pulls this small dagger out. It's glowing with the same radiant light that her little staff is, and she reaches up and begins to peel away this black gooiness. And Chris, in your dreamlike state, you immediately feel being pulled in reverse, and the giant that's standing in front of you is enraged that you're getting pulled away from him, and he immediately
Okay.
attempts to grab you but is unable to.
Before I go, can I say something?
Yes, you can. What would
All
you like
right.
to say to him?
It's like, hold on, give me a second. I gotta think of something cool to say.
Witty. You
Well,
gotta think of something witty.
No. I'm not the witty type. I'm the badass. I'm like the badass cleric that's like, hold up. It's like,
Bro, you're gonna die.
it's like, okay, I already told him that even you can die. It's like, hold on. Looks like I'm being pulled back to the reality that actually matters. Guess I'll have to deal with you later.
He smiles at you with a sneer. Don't worry. You will be my beacon. as
And-
he leans back in his chair,
Not
sneering
if
at
you
you.
and you will face
And-
judgment.
You get pulled away, complete vision blackening again, and you get pulled back into actual reality. Seeing this young woman having this knife above your head, peeling this away from your face as she pulls it away. And she curses an ancient dwarven. You catch a few words, Chris, being dwarvish, but you don't catch all of it because it is ancient to you. And everyone is gawking at you because you all notice that Chris's right eye is now pure black, and there is like a tattoo that has began to form from his temple area down to his eye socket, a little bit below his nose.
How's it going, Jace?
To which my response, well, it's an improvement at least.
I'll offer my shiny. Well, no, my sword's not shiny. It's got black ichor all over it. I don't have a mirror. I will quickly clean the blade off on my shirt, my robes, and like polish it a little bit, like show him the reflection of his face.
Blast
Okay.
that man. We'll show him true judgment eventually.
All right.
And I'll have nasty black ichor all over my black robes, so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't give a shit.
It doesn't even matter.
I turn to the dwarf and thanks for the help there, but who are you?
And she stands up. You can most definitely tell she is not a dwarf. She's a young elf, and she looks at you and kind of sneers at you. Call me a dwarf, insulting little cur.
Well, what else was I supposed to
You're
call you
insulting
considering
dwarves
you-
too. I chime in.
Well, what else was I
Uh,
supposed to call considering how I couldn't tell what was being spoken and she looked smaller than what she appeared?
You
She
could just
looks
look
you.
at her. She doesn't look like a dwarf. Does she look like a dwarf to you? Dwarfs are stout and proud. She is not neither stout nor proud, though I appreciate the help.
There are no dwarven women. Dwarves just pop out of the ground with
Sprawl on the
already
ground.
beards.
Dwarves do have women. Fuck you.
Fuck you. They're actually hot.
They're fucking
Lord of the Rings reference.
yeah.
Oh shit. Anyways, and you see she stands up.
I didn't. Well, technically, I didn't say she was dwarf. I said I turned to. But thanks for the help. I said thanks, but what? Who are you? I never said she was dwarven out loud.
I'm gonna Shieldbiter's gonna like lead in real close to the shepherd and go. At least your name, you fit your namesake now.
It's good.
Wait, what?
Onyx
Oh,
eye.
Oh,
god
God.
damn it. I'm going to glare at him. Just not even say anything. Just glare at him. It's just like,
I chuckle as I slump against the wall.
careful. I'm going to make you bite your shield then.
That well, I don't have one, but if you want me to bite yours, I mean,
Well, I'll bite it in half for you.
I would be
Careful.
impressed if you could bite through solid steel.
I don't know. Give me
Careful,
enough.
don't promise me a good time.
So anyway, woman, who are you? Do you live here? What's going on? What are those things?
Gee,
What's wrong with his eye?
what's wrong with this eye?
Yes, I would also like to know what's wrong with my eye.
To
I mean,
which I'll brandish my great sword, kind of like in a finesse, like a sort of like comical finesse way. And do I need to perform surgery?
I would rather perform surgery on myself. Thank you very much.
I have a
Jay-
dagger.
Looks at you all kind of sneeringly, not snoodly, but just like, what is wrong with these people? Are you not from this iron wall? What do you mean you do not know?
No, no one's been here in like 1.5 centuries.
She turns like very puzzlingly looks at you.
No, 1.5 millennia. Yeah.
No, we've been here the whole time.
No
What
one's.
are you
Our
talking about?
kind has not been. I don't know. There shouldn't be anybody up here, but our kind has definitely not been up here for more than
So, the
1,500
la-
years.
Yeah, as I say, the last caravans
came out of the Iron Wall nearly 1,500 years ago, and no one has heard a peep from anybody inside of here since then.
Even
And
the
it's
eldest,
only-
or even the eldest dwarves and elves weren't even alive back then.
Yeah, even
aren't
the
even alive
oldest
from
of-
then.
Yeah, even the oldest of our races outside of the wall don't even have any sort of like recollection of the last time they saw anybody from outside the wall, which is why it's only now that the races are banding together to make expeditions back into here, and we are met with these things, whatever they are.
And whatever they're doing to my fucking eye.
Which
Which
are
I still think we should cut out.
Hey, I will be the determiner of that.
I
Who's the
mean,
one that
we would
got
have
trained
to
in
keep
medicine
up-
during our acolyte ship?
Look, who is the one that cuts stuff all the time? Like I am
You do not
proficient
cut
at
stuff
cutting
to help things. You cut stuff to kill things. That is your job. I
Look,
would
maybe I
gladly
just need to
thank
kill
you to
your
keep
eye.
your bloody fucking oversized knife away from my eye.
But,
Chris.
like maybe I just need to kill your eye. We can kill the heresy in your eye by killing your eye.
No! No!
Chris,
What?
I followed your stream.
Oh, thank you. It didn't give me the stream alert. That's weird.
I go now.
As you are all debating about if you're gonna cut Chris's eye out,
Kill
looks
his
at
eye so
you.
we can dismiss the heresy.
and Darian, she literally reaches up and grabs you by the face and looks you right in the eye and goes, "Are you from the South?"
Yes.
Are you? And she just looks absolutely baffled by all of you.
By the way, I am a white dragonborn for all of you who don't know. I have like fucking like white, like stark blue eyes.
And she turns to you, Chris, and goes, "That's why. Oh God. Oh, this is not good." And she immediately begins to run out of the fort, beckoning you to follow. Very.
Well, we
I'll
do.
follow.
Wait, kind of like grab Shepherd and like hoist him over my shoulders. Like, can you even see out
Wait.
of that damn thing?
Yes, I
I'm gonna
can
do a
see just
perception
fine
check for
out of it.
anything
It just
valuable.
looks weird. Now fucking let me go. I'm not some sack of potatoes for you to carry.
I know you're not, but like, it's also my job to protect you.
Put
Okay,
me
are you
down.
going
It's
to-
your job to kill things, not protect me. I mean, I'm a protector as well.
Are you searching the immediate area or the whole entire damn fort?
Like as I'm running out.
I mean, obviously, if I'm incapacitated, you should protect me. But fucking,
Or I
like,
do it
I'm not
while they were
incapacitated
talking to her
anymore.
as well, because I wasn't
Yeah,
talking
we're-
to her.
I'll let you,
fucking
RJ.
run.
I'll let you do it while you're talking. If you
Okay.
go up the stairs or if you go outside of her light, there's a chance you'll be attacked. Will you take that risk or will you just stay in the light?
I'll just search for things in the light.
Okay. RJ, as you are searching while they're all having, not giving a shit about his eye or anything, for all you care, he might as well be dead. You actually do find one or two pieces of what seem to be two hilts of two different blades on a couple of the dead soldiers laying about. They seem very, very well built hilts. That's about it.
Okay. Cool beans. And then I follow them as I'm running out. Do.
Yeah,
Okay.
we run.
So, all of you guys, you're following that. You spin as you leave the fort once more, and you begin to see it in the distance. You are following this elf woman. You don't know her name or anything. You just are following her, and she takes you down a separate path that doesn't lead you back out to the Iron Wall or out from the Iron Wall, but a different path altogether. And she is moving very quickly. Chris, you struggle at times to keep up because you're a dwarf. Your fellow Dragonborn does occasionally help kind of shoo you along as well as he tries to help you, though you don't like it. And you guys travel for probably a good solid 2 to 3 hours. She doesn't say anything. She's just in a sprint mode. And you're doing your best to stay with her. And eventually you come to a opening to like a cave entrance where you see light. Where it kind of like edges off as you see before you.
Some sort of cityscape built into the mountainside. What the fuck?
And
That's what I say out loud.
and she turns to you. Don't insult my home. And she dives into this opening that has a light very similar to her staff glowing and beckons you within.
All right, so we go inside.
Okay. So you guys venture forth in, and before you kind of stems out several rooms, and what you see is several people, different races, a few humans, one dwarf, a very crotchety old dwarf who sits in the corner with his pipe, kind of sneering at everybody. A few elves, one dragonborn, and a sloth-looking individual, kind of like a furball. But you guys don't know much about him.
It's a Wookiee!
He's sitting in his chair, kind of near the dwarf, but they're sneering at each other. You can tell they don't like each other too much. She beckons you to sit in front of a cloth entrance.
I mean, I take a seat.
I'll seat. Yeah, I'll take a seat.
I mean, if she's gonna beckon us to sit, I'll take a seat. I've been traveling for 3 hours at a fucking running pace. I'm about to take a nap, bitch.
Yeah, same. I
Okay.
want to take a nap
Uh,
anyway because I'm
Wait,
fucking.
real quick before I sit down though, I'm gonna go ahead and just to see what's going on.
Peruse the room. See what's
Peruse the room.
RJ, are you looking? Are you looking around? Like, are you attempting to stealth while doing this?
I mean,
No,
you could,
I'm
like,
just looking around
yeah,
as
he's
we
just
walk in,
looking
just to
around,
see
like,
what there is. That's all.
he's
That,
not
just
in-
like
he's
I was
not,
looking
like,
around and
straight
pointing out all the
investigating.
valuable things in the room.
Okay. So yeah, RJ, you while you're walking through, you're just kind of thing, and you notice sitting next to the dwarf, there is a very nice looking battle axe next to him.
Ooh.
Very nice. And as you're looking at it, you kind of look up and he is eyeing you. Like, and he notices you eyeing his battle axe. You don't even think about it, or I'll cut your nuts off. That's a shit. And he goes back to puffing his pipe. So yeah, he notices you, RJ. He doesn't like you.
Did I see anything else?
I pull my hood over my head.
Okay, you pull your hood over your head to conceal yourself. You all kind of sit down or do whatever you're doing, and she kneels down and basically doesn't say anything to you, but then you see the curtain slide aside, and there is sitting a very old, and when I say old, I mean old as dirt elf.
HDMI.
Who looks at you.
I mean,
and
elder elves don't really look too much different from normal adult elves. But
you,
yeah,
you do know that.
yeah. They just, I
Chris.
mean, they still look different, but it's much less than like a fucking 90-year-old human comparatively.
Yeah. But with this elf, he does. You can tell he's not. He doesn't just look like he's older. He looks like he's ancient.
Oh
Almost.
wow.
Like he looks brittle. And he's looking at you. You. Why have you brought them here, Shade? She explains that she found you in the ruins of the old fort, and that you presume to say that you are from outside the wall in the south. And he looks at you kind of more cautious than anything. Do you truly come from outside the wall?
Yes. Where else would we have come from?
Well,
I say
there are
the
those.
city that we come from.
What city are you saying? Are you born from, or
No, where our company just came from.
Anthem?
Yes,
okay.
I say from Anthem.
He looks at you. Anthem.
It's an
The
old
old
town.
trading city
Yeah, it's-
outside.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
an old trading city about half a day's travel from the exterior of the wall. It's been abandoned for almost 700 years. We finally reclaimed it today and are rebuilding it.
Oh. Then you must be descendants from the Iron Wall.
Mm, I wouldn't know anything about that. I'd look over at our two, like our sorcerer and our cleric, like, any help, boys? Like, history is not my strong suit.
Yes, you two, oh, Chris, you are easily able to, inform everyone that, the Iron Wall Company really only takes descendants from the actual Iron Wall to become part of the company.
Okay.
So you all actually have the blood of the ancestors who came from the
Okay, so
at some
yeah.
point.
Okay. And I'll just he'll say that, and I'll just be like, and I'll
Yep.
just like shrug my shoulders, like, yeah, there
Like,
you go.
there's your answer.
There's your answer.
Oh, so the Iron Wall Company still lives.
To a degree, we're few in number currently because descendants are harder and harder to come by.
Hmm. So it was successful. Good, good.
So
So
what
have
the
you
fuck?
come back to reclaim the Iron Wall with us for now?
I don't know. Dot dot dot. Why the fuck
Seems-
are we here, actually, gentlemen? And I'll actually say this in character because I have no idea why we're here.
Always
I
the
wasn't.
bright one.
I wasn't here for the initial signing of the contract. All of you were, so I have no idea.
I just respond, always the bright one.
to reclaim Anthem and start investigating what the goings on are with the Iron.
Oh.
If that means reclaiming, then that means reclaiming.
So what happened here?
Your ancestors forgot, did they? Well, that was not unexpected.
Okay, I would just like to mention that our ancestors, quote unquote, lived over like 1,500 years ago.
Yeah, I'm of an old race, and those of my kind, I do not know those of my ancestors, even the names of those of my ancestors that were alive when we separated from the Iron Wall.
It is because your blood is watered, boy. If you were truly born and raised in the Iron Wall, a few hundred years is laughable to us.
I will thank you
am-
not to insult my blood.
Boy, I was here when the Iron Wall fell.
I stand up. I do not give a shit how long you've lived. You will not insult my blood.
And at that very moment, Chris, you are literally pulled to the ground by an unseen force.
I get to make a save against that. Even if the save is very high, I get to make a save against that.
You can attempt.
What's the
attempt
save?
To make a attempt to make a wisdom save to try to repel it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Because wisdom saves are my specialty, so I at least get a chance.
you have no chance at all at even doing anything about this. You're pushed to the ground, and he looks at you. Do not insult your blood, boy.
You are the one insulting my blood.
Yes, but
Shepherd?
the dwarves were the first to run.
Shepard, could you like cool your jets for like 5 seconds? I'm
If
trying
he
to
would
convers-
cease insulting the dwarven heritage, maybe.
Well, do
Get to
dwarves
the
actually-
fucking point and stop insulting my kind.
I was about to say, do dwarves actually matter? Do dragonborns matter? They all die in the end. Only Celeborn mattered. So I thought you were the one that was supposed to say that shit, not me.
Yes, we all die, but I still have a heritage to uphold.
Anyway, old man.
So, you do not know how the Iron Wall fell.
No, I have no idea. And honestly, at this point, I'm starting to not care. So get to the point, please.
Very well. Over 1,000 years ago, we were a prosperous people, all races. As he looks at you, Chris. We worked together to forge the Iron Wall. It was 100 years before the wall that we decided in our arrogance to finally attempt to drill or move our way to the center of the crater that forms the mountains that we built the iron wall on. And from it, he came. A godlike being, beyond anything we had ever met. We were able to push him back to the core, but sadly, he found a way around us. He tainted many of us who had died and brought us back as his servants. And it was through his blood that he did this. He went to sleep once more, but his minions spread like a disease. And every one of us who fell only joined his ranks. It only took him 100 years to take every great city of ours and push us from the Iron Wall. Though,
So can I make a point of order? Is his eye going to infect him any further? Because we would really need to know that before we do anything further in here.
he looks at Chris's eye. Oh, that trifle. He reaches over Chris and doesn't grab your eye, but places his palm on your eye, and you feel a pressure on your face as he doesn't pull it out, but he shrinks the scarring around you back to just purely your eyeball. And he looks at you. There. It will not spread further. Lucky enough, your blood is still thick enough that it will be contained.
Okay, but like, okay, it's not answering my question. It's not gonna spread any further. But is I gonna do some like weird shit to him? Is he gonna go all like freaky deaky on me? Am I gonna have to cut this bitch in half? Because I cannot do that. Like, he's my shepherd. I'm not allowed to do this shit.
If you fear his sanity, it will all depend when he meets the individual who began to taint him.
Is the so who did all this to you, buddy?
Drax.
Then you will maybe find him if you stay within the Iron Wall, of course.
Oh,
Well,
I plan to find him.
We can't
He has
stay
a
in here
he has a nice
forever.
meeting with Kalimvor that needs to uphold. He
can't
is
stay-
a little overdue for judgment.
Yeah, I believe everybody in here is a little overdue for judgment. So you're saying all those things we fought with the screeching shit and the fucking black blood and the fucking red eyes are all dead? Like, or used to be dead and now aren't?
They fell at one point, but they came back to life through
So-
the blood.
So we're fighting things that are over like 1400 years old, 1500 years old?
Yes.
Huh. That's a neat perspective on life.
Note to self: tell the wizard to learn something fire-based.
Wizard has a bunch of fire.
I would like to make a
Range-
point of order.
range
Magic
fire.
zombies do not care about fire any more than anything else would. They just turn into flaming magic zombies.
Don't set zombies on fire because no one likes flaming zombies.
I was about to say, is like, then their melee attacks, their claw melee attacks now do fire damage.
So where's the rest of you?
We are scattered. When your ancestors fled the Iron Wall, we had made an agreement with them. Half of us would stay and seal the Iron Wall completely through the use of magic. I and 12 others stood as the greatest of the mages, and we used our last of our divine magic to seal the wall completely. Even if a door was left open, nothing could leave that originally started here.
I would like to point out that the door was open. It's a little more open now. My bad.
It does not matter. The moment they try to cross that threshold, they will die. That
There
is
was a
why
bunch-
they
there
have
was a
never
bunch-
left.
There was a bunch of bodies out there, right? Remember? Like a bunch of
Yes.
bodies out there with a bunch of equipment, like thousands of years old. So, okay.
So that also means you guys can't leave, right? Because that spells kind of like a like a like a carte blanche statement, you know?
Yes.
Great.
So your ancestors were to repopulate, grow strong once more, and bring the war back to the Iron Wall.
Well, that's
As
what we're
long as
doing.
they would not forgotten.
Well, that's
So,
what I guess that's what
out
we're
of-
doing now, but it's been like 1500 years, so our bad, I guess.
So, question: if we were originally from here, does that mean that?
No, our
okay,
ancestors-
correction. Since our blood was originally from here, does that mean if we leave, we'll disintegrate?
No, you were not born within the magic of this wall. You have nothing
So-
to fear.
And I'll look at the only female don't have babies in here.
Oh, I don't plan on it, dear, unless
Okay.
you're offering.
I mean, no, not really.
I can conduct the rites of marriage. That is something I can do.
So
I am ordained for that.
Careful.
What are we going to do about all of that? Is there any way to reverse this? Short of, going to the center of what I can only assume is hell and fucking fighting a god.
So before we figure out the how-to location, I have another form of how. Seeing as how the weapons that I believe I caught her name was Shade used dispelled these foes just by being in their presence. How do we get shit like that?
Oh. You mean that? And she, as he points to the staffing blade that Shade carries, it is not anything special. They fear radiant magic. Well, the lesser ones fear radiant magic. If you get anything bigger than the lesser ones, it's only as vulnerable, but they will not fear it.
Well, do you have a magic imbuing forge here nearby that maybe we could make a weapon here, even if it's just one imbued with that radiant magic?
No.
Is there a place? So where did you get those?
They have been with us for a very long time. Well,
Who
with
used
me.
to make them?
I do not like saying this, but two races who were the best at radiant magic was the dwarves and the humans.
So
I looked over at the old codger who's sitting in the corner, who probably no doubtly has been listening in. Hey, old one, you think you could give us a hand?
He spits on the ground. I could, but I would need a magical forge, boy. And
Where
the
can we
closest
find-
one is in the great city.
We need to go find the correct embers.
yeah, we need to find the correct-
Yes, yes. That's what we need.
Dark Souls, baby.
How far is
So-
the great city from here?
Oh, it's they kind of tell you inform. It's a week. It's a week's travel from here.
We have
Which,
to go report
which-
back to the company.
Which lord is master of that city now?
None.
Here's my question, okay? So the Iron Wall fell. Do you guys have any sort of communication between your all scattered tribes that are now occupying the wall? And if so, do you know where they are? And if so, right, can they tell us whether we're about to walk dick first into enemy territory? Because, like, I don't want to go to the Grand City and have it be a completely dead city. We have to crawl through like 1.5 million of those things.
And the
I look over at the white, go, this whole territory has been claimed by some unholy demon spawn by the looks of it. There's some presiding lord over it, so that way that these people can't repopulate, or I'm pretty sure they would have tried.
And the old dwarf chuckling looks at you. Sam, the reason why we haven't repopulated Boy is because it's safer to be in small numbers. They are drawn to us. It makes it easier to find us with many. And no, as he looks at you, Darren, we have no way of really communicating with our brothers.
Does magic not work in here? Like, you guys can't send messages to each other? Like, what the fuck have you guys been doing for the past 1500 years? Losing a war? Giving up?
And you call our blood
we gave
tainted.
up a long time ago. If
Why?
You must incur.
This is your ancestry. This is your home. Why would you give it all up? This was an empire, the greatest empire the world had ever seen, and you just gave it up like that. Didn't fight for a single scrap of it.
We
Didn't
fought
keep a city.
for 600 years.
You should have fought
boy.
and died like a real dwarf.
I did. 8 times. I died 8 bloody times.
Then you should have died.
That
12.
old elf brought me back every time.
Then you should have died more. You all should have. We should have come in here to recover bodies, not living souls.
Mm,
We should have come in here to find tales of great heroes, not fucking old men sitting around, sneering at, survivors.
Sneering at the people that are actually giving enough of a damn to do something.
Well, we're giving a damn to do something, but as much as I hate to say it, we're going to need your guys' help because you have all the inside knowledge. And even though you may have given up, we can now be your implements. We're your fresh troops. Use us and utilize us. This war's not over yet. We can still win this. It's just going to take a very, very long time and a lot more manpower than we have currently. So, where's the closest that you know? Do you know of wherever you may have settled down?
We do not settle for very long, the old elf tells you.
Hmm.
We
Well, that's a good
travel
idea.
always. This
No.
shelter is only temporary.
So what happens? They just eventually find you?
Yes, they always find us.
How is
We
that?
do not know. We studied for many years. I spent, I think 500 years studying, trying to understand how they can travel well, but we never can. We do our best to survive.
Is it the light, maybe?
It may be. It may not be. But
Mm,
without
I
the
don't know.
light, they would easily swarm us.
Well, yes, I understand that. I mean, the lesser ones fear it, right? But you said the greater ones don't. Like, it makes them vulnerable. They don't fear it. Maybe they can sense it. I don't know. I'm not magical, and I'm looking over at the fucking cleric and the sorcerer. Like, I have no idea about any of this mumbo jumbo shit. But if you're telling me that eventually we're gonna get found out anyway, when do you guys plan to move?
We only arrived but yesterday. We may have to move sooner than normal
Yes.
because of your arrival.
So, here's what I'm saying. We have to report back to our company. We have no way of sending them a message other than us physically going back there and talking to them, which is going to be basically a whole day's travel one direction.
Hmm.
Are you
I
guys still
will-
going to be here?
I will give you 4 days' time to return to us.
Do you have something that we could take with us to our company commander so that way they're not saying that we're full of shit?
I believe our
looks at
company
you.
commander trusts us enough to not be lying about this kind of thing.
Yeah, you would assume.
Wait, didn't he give us something when we? Oh yeah, he gave us orders on what to do. Right, right.
I mean, if anything, I can just use my advantage in deception.
I mean, we're not lying, so we don't need to deceive anything.
The old elf looks at you. Well, the dwarf might be worth something now, as he points at your eye, Chris. I think that would be proof enough.
Proof enough that we ran into an enemy, not an actual ally on the side.
Yeah, it'll be proof enough to corroborate our story. We got to get moving. We don't have time to discuss this. We got to go now.
Is there any way outside that we can leave the wall to get back to Anthem without having to go by the fort again?
No, that is the most direct passageway.
Then the
To
direct
the-
passageway we will take. We will find you back here in 4 days' time. Well, 2, hopefully. I bid you adieu. And I'll get
Any
up and start to leave.
Any chance Shade can come with us to at least make sure
No.
that the lessers don't overwhelm us at least back to the gate?
No, because she's gonna need to stay here to protect this area. Because the thing is, right? If we don't go in the fort, we just go around the fort. It might take us longer, right? Or it might be more dangerous, but we won't get overwhelmed.
Well,
And
okay,
you
here's
do
the
see the sunlight kind of dipping up.
here's
over
also the other thing. Since we were kind of in a hurried frenzy to get over here, chasing a halfway crazed elf because of the information. Do any of us know the way back?
You can make a survival check to see if you can figure out
Did you just ask him if he knows the way?
The way?
the way.
Do we know the way?
I know the way.
Yes, Darian is very good at spotting everything out, and he can lead you back.
He
Yeah,
did
I'm
that
good
with
to
a
go. I'm
1.
like-
I
I'm
got
like-
a fucking 3. And
I'm basically out the fucking door at this point, boys. Like, we gotta go. Like, we don't have time to sit and discuss and prattle around. We have got to go. The sun is coming up. This is our only option to leave.
Because
If they fear the light, right? If they fear radiant magic, what is more radiant than the sun?
praise
Yeah,
the sun,
We have got to go.
I follow my dragonkin.
Is there
I'm
everybody else?
I'm going to follow my Reaper.
Yeah, I'll leave. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you all disembark immediately. Darren, since you rolled so well, you were able to make your way. You do notice the elf does follow you guys for about half the journey. She stays behind you, not too far, but far enough. And about halfway point, you see her disappear as she begins to make her way back. 3 to 4 hours pass. The sunlight has come up. And you have not encountered any of the Forsaken enemies. And you have made it your way past the fort and back to the gate that leads in back out to the world.
Okay, now we're just gonna head directly to Anthem so we can report this.
Okay.
Unfortunately, though, that is where I have to depart.
Yeah.
Because I gotta go to work.
That's where we're just gonna stop. We'll say you gotta make it to Anthem and report back to your
Company commander.
company commander, and that's where we'll stop.
And take a rest and be back at full health.
Yes,
Take a rest
definitely.
and be back at full health.
All of
Two quick things.
the whole 3 HP I'm missing. Great.
Yeah,
Did
the whole 12 I'm missing.
did I ever get anything back? Because you said he would be a week when I gave him that piece of a diamond. Did he?
Yeah, he came back with 50 gold. He gives you 40 of it, and he takes 10, of course, for doing his.
Okay, and then I'm gonna give him the piece of whenever this was. I'm gonna give him the
The
piece of
silver.
The fist-sized chunk of silver. Jesus.
fist-sized chunk of silver. He's gonna.
Is that all you're gonna give him?
I did not have the hilt at the time.
Oh wait,
The
wait!
helps.
Before you give away that chunk of silver, like I can use that silver. Just FYI.
Okay.
Like that's something I can because I have spells that require silver as a cost. Hold on, let me make
Right.
sure it's so
Yeah, it's like 25 gold pieces worth of ground silver dust.
yeah. And I can grind stuff with my what's it called? My smith set. So that's not an issue. But before you sell that, like my fucking Christ, give me my it's over here. My ceremony spell requires silver dust. And it's consumed by the spell. So this spell
So if such and such Dragonborn wishes to be wedded,
So if he can give you a an estimate on the cost, I could potentially work up the money to give you a comparable cost for that
Alright.
silver chunk.
I could just make a check though, right?
Yeah, we could appraise it as well. Just
Intelligence check. Real quick.
Yes, that would be
Yes.
intelligent.
Yeah, well, there's yeah.
Oh,
there's
I
no
don't know what
appraisal
it's
skill
for.
anymore.
Oh, that's right. That's so dumb.
I think if you were to put it under one of these, it would be with one of the toolkits probably.
Probably.
Yeah, you, RJ, you're not able to tell him how.
I mean, I could I use my ability knowledge of smithing with my smith's tools as a proficiency bonus toward an intelligence check for that?
Yeah, you could.
Okay, so where the fuck?
Let's fence some
Oh,
shit,
smith.
boys.
Oh, I also want to draw a card. So
Whose phone is going off?
17. Let me look it up real quick.
Oh god, he's gonna draw a card, boys. Everyone is
no.
about to get the shit kicked out of them.
You can tell it's worth about 40 pieces of gold.
Okay.
oh, that's not bad at all. Okay, well I'll give it to you for 35.
Let's see.
Yeah, this custom campaign is really solid right now.
I'm glad you guys are enjoying it.
Yeah, really.
Wait, did
solid
you say it was only
campaign.
30? It's only 35 gold
It's
worth of
four-
silver?
It's 40 gold.
It's
pieces.
40 gold
40
worth of
it's worth
silver?
40, but
Oh, well,
he's offering 30.
I'll give it to
Well,
you for 35. Yeah.
I don't want it then. You can deal with that. Like it's not.
Okay.
It's only
I'll
it's
give
only
it to
enough
him.
for it's only enough for one cast because I need 25 gold pieces worth of silver to even cast ceremony once. So I might as well just wait till we're in a town anyway to do it.
All right, I'll give it to what's his face to go and sell then.
Yeah,
Tries
that's
to go
fine.
fucking
Okay.
sell that shit.
Yeah.
You're fence.
Just-
Why is there a deck of many things? Why
There
is
is
there
a-
a deck?
He's pulling from the deck. He
I'm gonna pull
decided to
from
take
the
a
deck.
draw, so draw that card.
Okay, let me shuffle it a few times.
Yeah,
That
Alright.
that
At
bag
least
that sack of gold pieces I found was 20 gold or was it 25?
It was 25.
Okay.
So how many are you declaring your drawing, RJ?
Just one.
Just one? Okay.
Just
We'll
make it
move this
interesting.
Back to Anthem. RJ, I will have you stand right in the middle of the
Let's see if we're gonna have to remake, boys.
Oh yeah. Well, if we have a deck of many things, he's about to draw a card. And I have it listed right here when he's about to draw. I'm gonna tell you the effect basically immediately.
All right, good shit. Thank you.
Okay, so everyone is standing around.
I'm
Waiting
in.
to
I'm
see.
in the chapel
Yeah,
praying.
I'm
because
not outside. Why the fuck I'm not gonna be outside?
It doesn't matter, guys, because anything he pulls is
It only
going
affects
to
him,
affect him.
but
So it
I'm-
really doesn't matter. Like we could be like,
Unless
like
you guys get involved.
I don't. I personally don't know that though because I haven't done. I don't know what he's
I'm-
doing. I just know.
I
that
actually
he's-
don't even know what a deck
Oh.
of many things is
Yeah.
in character. So
Yeah.
you know, like in character, he's just got a really interesting looking deck of cards that he's about to like, you know, and he looks very concerted that he's about to pull a card from this deck. So
So yeah,
Here we
that's
go.
why.
Have
That's why
pulled
I'm
the
inside.
Thorn or the
The
throne.
throne.
the
card.
throne. Oh, okay. So the throne. You gain proficiency in the persuasion skill.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, and you double your proficiency bonus on checks made with that skill.
And
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
In addition, you gain rightful ownership of a small keep somewhere in the world. However, the small keep is currently in the hands of monsters, which you must clear out before you can claim the keep as yours.
All right.
And that card instantly disappears from existence.
Goodbye.
I'll take it.
Okay.
That's what
Uh,
you've got.
I am very, very persuasive.
And
You are extremely persuasive, and you now own a castle somewhere in the world. Which I can tell you what that castle does when I get strongholds and followers.
and I will tell you exactly where that will. I'll actually roll for it.
Yeah, he knows exactly where it is too. Like he
Yeah.
actually gets to magically know where it is.
Yeah, so I'll roll for it and I'll tell you where.
Yep, you can just DM me that out of or like later on, I guess. If it's gonna take a while to roll for it.
So how much are you charging to draw from the deck of many things, or are you just like allowing that to be drawn by anybody?
I'm letting him draw. I'll let anyone.
Well,
know, but
he's
it's-
the one
it's
that's-
in
he's the
my
one that's
deck.
in
Yeah,
in
it's-
charge of the
Yeah,
deck.
it's
so-
RJ is in possession of the deck. It's his belonging.
And like none of us, like I was in the chapel praying, right? Like, you know, kind of like resting and recouping, and like I don't
I mean,
know.
it didn't have any kind of effect. I just drew a card and went,
like
okay.
yeah, basically he just drew
well,
a
I mean, the
card.
card did vanish from your hands.
Yeah,
Right.
it does blink out of existence like from a magical effect. But anyway, boys, I'd love to sit here and just keep
All right.
chatting, but I have really got to go.
Yeah.
See you later,
man.
buddy.
Bye.
All right.
There you
Thanks for watching the stream, guys. And that's Iron Wall episode 2 because I missed episode 1.
go. Did.
But yeah, hopefully this will be
No,
a
no
weekly
Phantom
thing.
Menace for you.
That is. It will be a weekly thing.
Yeah, so hopefully it won't be the exact day every week, but it will hopefully be a weekly thing. So until next time, over and out.
Alrighty.
Alright. And that ends
So
it,
I guess
boys.
I don't know if you guys saw it or whatever, but
I did.
I bet you I
didn't.
could persuade that you didn't see it.
That would be a bluff, not a persuade.
Actually, it would technically be a sleight of hand check.
Yeah.
Well, it would just disappear. So I could say I would lie and say I'm working on a new magic trick.
Well, no,
You
like
could.
that's the thing. You would make like if you want to bluff that, like that's fine. That's a bluff check. But like if
We
you
don't
want to
have
just
bluffing,
make
deception.
or
Yeah.
deception, right?
Oh,
But like if you
deception,
want to
okay.
make it so that we would just literally like we wouldn't even see you pull a card from the deck, it would be sleight of hand.
So should I roll sleight of hand first and then
That's
deception?
up to you.
Yeah.
Or just
It's-
you guys saw me draw a card and it disappeared and you can question me about it.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not going to question you about it because I didn't see shit because I'm inside the chapel praying.
I
And
was
so was
inside the
Chris.
inn.
no, I was not inside praying. I was inside watching. Because it seemed like he was getting ready to do something big event with a deck. Because he had to declare the draw. Because that's not just something that's like it's like, oh, I declared in my head. No, you have to verbally declare your draws. Like I'm
Yeah,
going to
but he
draw
sits,
a
So
card.
he sits there, he looks at the deck, and he's like, "I'm going to draw one card."
Yeah. So there's no real way you can hide the fact that you drew the card. That's an expressed action that everybody within range of you can hear. And that's why I was like, oh, well, if he's standing in the middle of the square and like declaring that, that's probably Uki magic shit. So I'm going to stand way back and behind a wall just in case.
And I mean, I was right here in front of the inn.
I'm inside the inn, in my room.
Okay, RJ, if you want to try to deceive them into like believing you're trying a new magic trick, you can.
Yeah. No, I'll just let him know it's a deck of many things.
Okay. I can make since he's told me that, I can make an Arcana check to see if I know what that is real fast. I mean, he knows what it is, so he could explain it all, but I'll just go.
Tell
Make
me
sure-
whatever you roll.
Yeah, I think I know. I got a 20.
Yeah, you know what it is.
Okay. I was like, you
let's
better be careful with
see.
that thing. That can cause a lot of issues if you draw the wrong card.
It sure could.
Nat 1.
Yep, nope, I don't know.
All right, boys. I'm jumping off for a little bit because I feel like utter shit now. So I'm gonna go sleep pretty much the rest of the day away and eat food or whatever I can get in my
Later.
stomach.
Do we have enough planned to do anything tomorrow night, or are we just waiting another week then?
I'm probably gonna say wait another week
Okay.
unless I'm feeling better.
All
But
right,
my
yeah.
guess
Just
is
let us know
probably not.
tomorrow at some point, tomorrow early afternoon. Just
Yeah.
tag everyone or something like that and see what
Yeah,
time
'cause
works for everyone
I
tomorrow.
have
night.
work and I get off at 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think
If,
a good chunk of us would be available tomorrow if you're up for it. But if you're not up for it and you're
Yeah.
sick, that's fine. We can plan another time later down the road.
Yeah.
It's not a
Sounds
big
good.
deal. So,
All right, boys. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Alright.
In that case,
Bye.
I've got to also end my stream. Anybody that was watching, I don't think there's anybody watching right now, but if there's anybody watching right now, I'll catch you later for the next episode of The Iron Wall. Bye-bye.